did you experience any, I would say, hard times of adapting into like, I wouldn't say midlife crisis. Maybe it's just like, maybe like, because it does hit men. It does hit them as like feeling accomplished at a certain age.
Sure.
Did you feel any sense of that? And if you did, how did you deal with it? How did you get past it?
Well, that's
If it
you
hit
know
you.
what's interesting is we go back and we talk about being lone wolves.
Yeah.
We lone wolves, right?
Yeah.
That's how we were. I had my little brother, but he was still 10 years younger than me. But I still think there's a place for being close to a group of men.
Yeah.
You know, mentors, accountability.
Good men.
Good men.
Yeah.
Because you need something. You need another man to say, hey, dropping the ball.
Did you have that?
I mean, I got it in my pops.
Yeah.
You know, I got it in him.
Yeah.
But I don't got it in a lot of other places.
Yeah.
But still, even like talking about that midlife sort of thing where you go,
I'm not there yet.
I don't know that I've really, I feel like I might just be creeping into that where
Yeah.
it's like, you almost feel like you're resetting again where you lost kind of.
That's
Like shit, what direction am I going in here?
it happened to me.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where am I going?
Yeah.
Like,
It was crazy.
and why, who, what, when, where, how, and why. And like,
Yeah.
you know, you're just kind of spinning on your top.
I think it hit me earlier when COVID happened.
Yeah.
I think that's when I started to deal with it because now I'm just like, wow, okay, now I'm losing these years.
Yeah,
Then
but
I need
that's
to be-
that's the thing. I think
Yeah.
when you start, when time becomes pressing, you,
Right. Yeah.
But I've lived in that time press for my whole life.
Yeah.
So I've always been ultra aware of time. Matter of fact, I lived with my granny for a good couple years, and there's nothing more pressing about time than living with an old person.
Yeah.
You got to hear like, oh, well, you know, when I was 20, it feels
Yeah.
like yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, granny, I don't need to hear this.
But now you feel
But
it.
now I'm like, oh man, that's relevant.
Yeah.
Like, that hits you.
Because it does happen.
Oh,
quick.
dude, 100%.
It's like, you know, I don't even remember being 27, 28.
I don't either.
I don't even remember those years. Yeah,
Right,
it's like,
like-
wait, where'd those go? But I never lived in time, so maybe that's why it hit me. Maybe that's why it hit me early, because I never lived in time, and I just started to pay attention to time. And so I felt like I'm nowhere near where I need to
I
be
think
right now.
that's one of the most unhappiest things for me
Yeah.
is that I'm living in time
Yeah.
instead of being present. Because when you're living in it, you're pressed by it,
Yeah.
and when you're pressed by it, you're wanting to accomplish things. You're wanting to do things. You're
Right.
wanting to save people. You're wanting to be heard. You're wanting to do all this stuff. Your brain, right, is just going like a rocket ship.
Yeah.
But in all that, you're not even present.
No, you're
Right.
not.
And so how can you be happy if you're not even present?
Right.
So
That-
that's
yeah.
that's a battle that I've lived
Because
in.
I think that's also one of the reasons why I wasn't even enjoying life, because I was working so much and trying to accomplish so many different things and just focusing on the money that I wasn't present. I wasn't paying attention to time. I wasn't paying attention to, like, the thing is, when you do pay attention to time a little bit more, you start, it's not living in time, but I would say paying attention to it to see like, this is valuable. I need to enjoy this.
Well, just the small moments
Right.
become something.
Right.
Like you said, you're out there, riding your bike.
Yeah.
Any other day, you might have just been out there riding your bike, but
Yeah.
it became something
Yeah.
because you were present.
Present. Yeah.
You were present in
Yeah.
the moment. You're like,
Yeah.
here I am, I'm living, and then you felt something.
Yeah, I appreciated that time.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like, and I spent so much of my time grinding and making these moves. I never was really appreciative of the time that I had.
Yeah, no time to even sit back and celebrate them.
Right,
huh?
and if I not
Just
even-
keep rolling,
or
keep
if I-
steamrolling, baby.
Or, yeah, or
Right?
if I did, if I was depressed or drinking or anything like that, or masking or doing things like that, I still wasn't even like paying attention to time. And even though I thought I was having a good time, I wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't present.
Yeah.
I was like looking. I was living ahead of myself. I was focusing on other things. If I know I'm not going to make this deadline, I'm not going to. Everything else mattered, but being in my presence.
Yeah.
That's
I've
what
had a
really-
lot of W's, man, and
Yeah.
I didn't take the moments to really go,
That's something that's
damn, I got a
important.
W there.
But I think we can do that now.
No, you can.
Yeah.
You can. I've been better at that the last couple of years where it's like, I'm just happy for that. I'm happy for this. I'm happy for that.
And it's just about being calm.
Yeah.
It's just about being calm and
Yeah.
just soaking it in. And sometimes it's the best moments. It's not with a bunch of people around you. Yeah, right on.
Oh yeah.
It's just sitting there alone in your car, thinking about with yourself.
Dude.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. That's
Mhm.
my moment. Nobody can have any say so or any
You know
kind
that's
of
a
feeling.
lot.
Yeah,
That happens a
Yeah.
lot in the acting business
Yeah.
because you are alone
yeah,
in terms of like, like, oh, I went to an audition. Well, now I got a call. Well, now I get the call. Oh, you booked this job. And it's just like those moments where you're just like, right? You
Yeah.
get that call from your agent.
yeah,
We got this job. You're like,
yeah,
right? And I still even those now I wish I would have lived in those.
yeah,
And I did live in it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I didn't never live in it fully like I should have because I'm like, time's pressing next.
Yeah.
Time's pressing next.
yeah. That's
Keep
next.
going.
What's next? What's
Yeah,
next?
keep climbing the next peak,
Yeah.
baby. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Well, I mean,
There's-
it's positive because
It is
when you do
positive.
finally get to the top of the mountain, you get to look around.
it's one of those positive
and-
negatives.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's good,
Yeah.
but then it's bad.
It's bad.
But it's good. You know what I mean?
But you have to go through. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, anyone who's going to be successful has to semi be like that. We can't just always focus on as much as we would love to, man. I mean, honestly, it might even be better. I don't know because I've never tried to do both. I never tried to do both, but I know I don't know if it's possible to do both, to be successful and still be present. I don't know if it's possible.
You got me, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
When you, we're all so different, but we're all so the same.
Yeah.
Sort of. What you're talking about is this sort of ingrained drive. I have that
you
where
just can't shut off.
you can't shut that off. And I don't know if maybe you won't be able to sit still and go until you're an old man.
Maybe, yeah,
Right? When you're
yeah.
sitting on your
But even
porch
then,
chilling.
but you got that bug,
But even
so
then,
you might not be able to.
like,
Yeah.
But I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen then, where you sit back and you go,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's what I did.
what I did.
That's me right
That's what
there.
I did.
And
And
now
then
we have
you-
a video trail of it.
And then you accumulate all your years and you're like, yeah, this is what I did with my 80, 90 years,
Yeah.
God willing,
Yeah, I got
know?
one.
because it ain't far away.
Yeah. You blink, man.
You
lose
blink.
a year.
You
It's
blink
already-
and all of a
yeah,
sudden you're an
it's
old
done.
man.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast it goes.
I know.
And then you just continue to go through these motions, man. And life is fleeting but full of blessings, bro.
Oh,
You know what I
man.
mean? So
They're there and there's more to come.
yeah.
And yeah, it's like you said, it's a wild ride, baby.
The Big Daddy.